Hi everyone. I'm standing inside where it's dry on a rather mild but wet day here in Spokane, Washington. It is December, believe it or not, and it is about a year since I announced the formation of NAUA, the North American Unitarian Association. We got our Articles of Incorporation on February 17th, launched our initial website in March, and began onboarding members. And we've been very active ever since. So many opportunities for folks to begin to appreciate the sort of community that religious liberals are used to, community that is welcoming and open-minded, and where we're free to agree and disagree and talk about all sorts of things while remaining friends. And we do these through a variety of services. The NAUA Academy that meets monthly and offers a variety of very interesting presentations and topics. We have a monthly worship service on Saturdays, so it doesn't compete with your own congregation's services if you have those. Opportunities for happy hour where we can just come together and have informal conversation via Zoom meetings. We have a monthly clergy support group meeting. We have recently begun an international alliance of Unitarians and Unitarian Universalists, so we can begin to connect with religious liberals all over the world. And of course, there is also Liberal Beacon, our online magazine that's full of information about NAUA and lots of interesting articles. So we are so fortunate to be so far along in such a short amount of time, not quite a year yet. I'm not quite sure when the anniversary is, if it was with the announcement or with the acceptance of our Articles of Incorporation or with the launching of our website and our first members. But it's all very exciting. There's lots of volunteer opportunities to get involved still, so we look forward to continuing to grow this year, to having folks active in the association, and to continuing to really live out our fundamental principles and values, however we might articulate them. I like to articulate them as our primary focus on the inherent worth and dignity of every person. That's a liberal principle that goes all the way back to the Enlightenment. It was phrased that way during the French Revolution and has been stated in other ways too, but that's the one that we're most familiar with and is stated so well, the inherent worth and dignity of every person. And how do we uphold that? How do we uphold that dignity? We uphold it by creating systems of freedom in which people are free to express themselves, to think for themselves, to speak for themselves, and of course to participate in the benefits of community without prejudice. Reason, the ability not only to think well, or the expectation that we will think well, but the respect that we can think well, and that people should have a right to think for themselves without having dictates, dictums, dogmas forced upon them. And finally, where we do disagree, we promote tolerance as the lowest bar. Hopefully, we'll do more than just tolerate each other. We will also be friends with each other and be able to have lots of relationships and be able to be productive together despite our differences. But tolerance is kind of the first step in saying no matter our differences, we're going to get along. We're not going to despise each other. We're not going to mistreat each other. We're going to live together. And we're going to ensure that those we disagree with have the same respect, the same dignity, and the same rights that we want for ourselves. That's what liberal religion is all about. NAUA is an association of Unitarians, Universalists, and other religious liberals. And we're looking forward to growing, and I thank you for being part of it. I thank you for all the support we've already had over the year, and I'm looking forward to the year ahead. So whatever you're celebrating at this time of year or not celebrating, I thought it was about time that I said something formal to you via video. That I'm sure you're aware of our website already, www.naunitarians.org, or you wouldn't be watching this. But it's been a good year. I'm really excited about the direction we're going. I have made so many friends and connections all over, I like to say the countries, but really all over the world. More and more people are reaching out to us and joining us, and it's a real sense of growth and community and excitement about establishing the sort of association where we really can experience the sort of community that we expect from religious liberals, that community of acceptance and openness and the ability to work together through our similarities, through our differences in a way that is respectful and compassionate and kind and friendly. That's really what NAUA is about, preserving liberal religion so that we truly can be a force for good in the world. And by that I mean helping the world advance through those very principles that are ours, those principles that allow human innovation to set itself free so that we can think out of the cultural boxes and any other boxes that are put on us and really begin to be creative and innovative and inventive, and therefore progress as a species and as a society and as the various communities that we live in. That's what we're here for, that's what we're about, and that is what we're accomplishing. So again, whatever you're celebrating this season, I hope that you enjoy it, that it's a happy time, and I wish all of you a prosperous new year and look forward to getting to know you better in the weeks and months to come.